Installing Windows Virtual Machine, using VMware Workstation Player. A virtual machine, or a VM, uses software instead of a physical computer to run programs and deploy apps. One or more virtual machines can run on a physical host machine. Each virtual machine runs its own operating system, and functions separately from the other VMs, even when they are all running on the same host. They are software-based, but function like physical machines. All this is brought together by a virtual machine manager, also known as a hypervisor. In this video, we will create a Windows 10 virtual machine on our physical Windows host machine with the help of a Type 2 hypervisor, which is VMware Workstation Player. To know more about virtualization, please click here. We will install VMware Workstation Player from its official website. The link is in the description. Under Try Workstation Player for Windows, click Download Now. This will start downloading an executable file named VMware Player Full and the version number. Once the download is complete, run the executable to install it. The installation will start. Click Next. Accept the license agreement, and click Next. Here, you can change the installation directory, or keep the settings as it is, and click Next. It is a user experience setting wizard. I will keep only checking for updates on Startup, enabled, and click Next. Click Next. Click Install, and the process will start. This will take quite a while. Once completed, click Finish. To launch, search VMware in the search box, and click VMware Workstation Player. If you have a license key, then enter it, else click Continue. Click Finish. This is the VMware Workstation Player dashboard. Here we will make our virtual machine. We will need a bootable Windows installation media ISO file. This can be created using the Windows Media Creation tool available on Microsoft's website. The step-by-step process of creating bootable Windows installation media is provided in this video. Please click here to view the process. Now we have the needed Windows ISO file, we can start creating a virtual machine. Click on Player, and under File, click New Virtual Machine. A new virtual machine wizard will pop up. Here, browse and select the Windows ISO file saved on your system. It automatically detects the OS and its architecture. Click Next. Here, you can give a name to your virtual machine. Here, you can provide the location on your system where you wish to create the virtual machine. All the files related to this virtual machine will be saved at this location. Then, click Next. Here, you can specify the disk capacity that you want to allocate to your virtual machine. 60 GB is the recommended capacity, so we will keep it as it is. You may specify the capacity as per your requirement. Rest settings, we will keep it as it is. Then, click Next. Here we can customize the hardware resource that our virtual machine will pull from the physical host machine. Click on Customize Hardware button. Since our host machine has 12 GB of RAM, we shall allocate 4 GB to our virtual machine. And out of 8 cores of the processor, we will allocate 4 to our virtual machine. Once done, click Close. Click Finish. The VMware Workstation Player will start creating a disk for our virtual machine. This will take some time. Once it is completed, VMware will start installing the Windows operating system on your virtual machine. Please note, as soon as you see this boot from CD or DVD window, quickly press Ctrl+G and press any key. Or, click on this window and press any key. Windows installation will start. This will take a great deal of time. For me, it took 1 hour and 10 minutes to install Windows on our VM. So please be patient. Here you can select installation language, time and currency format, as well as keyboard input method. Click Next to continue. Click Install Now. The setup process has now begun. If you have a product key, then please enter it here, else, click on I don't have a product key to continue. Here, choose which edition of Windows 10 you want to install. We will install Windows 10 Pro. Then, click Next to continue. Accept the license terms, and click Next. The first option is for upgrading the Windows OS, if you already have another Windows OS installed on your system. All your files, settings, and application will be retained. But, as we are installing Windows OS, for the first time, on our virtual machine, we will choose the second option. Here, you can decide how many partitions you wish to create on your virtual machine's storage drive. If you plan to have only a single partition on your drive, then just click New, and then click Apply. This will create 2 system-related partitions and a primary partition. Select the primary partition, and click Next. The Windows will start installing on your primary partition. But if you wish to create 1 or more drive partitions on your virtual machine, then click New. Here, specify the size of the primary partition, in megabytes, that you wish to create, then click Apply. This will create 2 system-related partitions and the primary partition. If you want more drive partitions, then you can further partition the unallocated space. But we are planning to have only 2 partitions, so we allocate all the remaining storage capacity of this unallocated space to a single partition and click Apply. Select the primary partition on which you want to install Windows, and click Next. The Windows installation will start. From this point, it's all a matter of patience and waiting. This will take its own sweet time. So, relax, do whatever you want, and give it a peek after some time. Once this stage is completed, your virtual machine will restart. The Windows will do all its necessary settings, and will start the process of getting your system ready. This will also take quite a while. When all setup is completed, the region selection window will pop up. Select your region, and click Yes. Here, select the layout of your keyboard. Then, click Yes. If you wish to add any secondary keyboard layout, then click Add Layout, and add whichever additional layout you wish. Otherwise, just skip it. You can add additional keyboard layouts later on, from inside the Windows. We will click Skip for now. Here, you can set up your machine for either personal use, or for organizational use. We will select the option for personal use, and click Next. If you already have a Microsoft account, then, you can enter it here, and click Next to set up your machine using that account. You can also create an account at this point if you don't have one, and set up your machine with that account. If you have a security key, then click here to set up an account using your security key. But if you just want to create a local standalone machine, then click Offline Account. We will choose the Offline Account option. Note that, we can add accounts from within the Windows. To continue with offline account setup, click Limited Experience. Here, give a name to your account, and click Next. You can set up a password for this account, or leave it blank. Then, click Next to continue. If you want, you can tweak the privacy settings on this page. Then, click Accept. We will keep them as it is. You can customize your system as per the nature of the usage. Enable the checkboxes that you want, then click Accept. Or, just skip this step. If you want Cortana to narrate everything from here on, then click Accept. We will go for the Not Now option. Now, this is the final, getting ready stage, of Windows. This will take some more time. Once this is done, you can see your desktop. Finally, the Windows installation is completed. Let us install VMware Tools for better management and performance of our virtual machines. To do so, under Player, go to Manage and click Install VMware Tools. Open the File Explorer, then under Devices and Drives, you can see VMware Tools mounted on the drive. Double-click it, and the installation will start. The Setup wizard for VMware Tools will pop up. Click Next. We will choose Setup Type as typical. You may select other options as per your need. Click Next to continue. Click Install. This may take quite a while to complete. Once completed, click Finish. Restart your virtual machine to finalize the installation. Your VMware Tools are installed. Let us bring this computer and user files icons on desktop window. Right-click on your desktop and select Personalize. Then click on Themes. Scroll down and click Desktop Icon Settings. Check mark whichever icons you want to see on your desktop, and then click OK. This will add the icons on your desktop window. If you wish get the full screen view of your virtual machine, then on VMware menu bar, click this icon. The virtual machine will stretch to full screen mode. Now, if you remember, we had created 2 partitions on our drive. But here the second partition is missing. Where is it? If this problem happens with your virtual machine, then just search for Disk Management in the search bar, and click on Create and Format Hard Disk Partitions. Here we can see our C drive, and a raw disk partition. Right-click on it, and select Change Drive Letter and Paths. Click Add. With Assign the following drive letter selected, choose a drive letter from the drop-down list. We will select letter E for our partition. Then, click OK. Now the second partition is visible to us. But before it is available for our use, we have to format it. So, click Format Disk. Make sure the file system is selected NTFS default and Quick Format option is checked. Then, click Start. Click OK to this warning. The formatting will start. Once formatting is completed, click OK. Now your second partition is available for your use. You can see both the partitions that you created. Your virtual machine is now ready. This is how you can install Windows 10 Virtual Machine on a Windows host machine with the help of a Type 2 hypervisor named VMware Workstation Player. Thank you for your time and patience. Have a nice day.